All right, everybody, we have a Moto Stars video, so we're going to be going over some crashes and close calls so that we don't make the same mistakes ourselves. So if you're a brand new rider, make sure you grab the Smart Rider Motorcycle Training System. That's my system. It takes you from zero to basically having your endorsement. So go take your test. I guide you through everything and some drills, 24 drills to do, and how to rescue somebody after a crash. There's a physical book version with some cones, so check it out, link in the description. But with that said, if you want to learn how to ride and you want to see what not to do, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look.
However, it's a good lesson on why
it's a good lesson, so watch out getting merged into. Okay, there it is. So we got impact. So part of being a smart rider is acquiring and using personal protective equipment. Talk about that in the book. Just in case something happens. It is what it is. You know, we don't have a crash cage. We don't have airbags. We don't have anything like that. So we're going to do a nice little slow speed maneuver. We're going to park it right here. You have to put the side stand down, buddy. Oh, very lucky he didn't smack his neck or head on the side of that, the hitch. Oh, that's a lot of gasoline. All right, so it looks like a project bike stunter. He's used to that kind of stuff. Throw some kitty litter. Throw some kitty litter on it. Not a big deal. Hopefully the bike's doing fine. It's got a lot of protection on it. So hopefully it did its job. Yeah, you forgot that. Throw some kitty litter. Hey, what's up? What's up? We're just kind of cruising. Oh! So we're just... Look at the road rash. Oh, that will do it. Always watch out for gravel in the corners. Don't be speeding around corners, especially in areas that you don't know. Oh, that will do it.
In this situation,
take it nice and easy. Locate those hazardous situations. We have headlights in our lane for some reason.
Poor visibility right in
oh no, it's just the lights. That's terrible. So part of what we're trying to do here is the plan methods. We're locating hazardous situations, assessing if they're relevant threats, and then navigating them. All you can do is three things: swerve, brake, and accelerate.
On camera, bro. On camera, bro. You can't just pop a U-turn like that, bro. Bro, you can't.
The motorcyclist is right. The guy is saying, hey, you don't see the lights? Just because you have lights does not mean you get to do whatever you want. Even as a firefighter, when we're driving the ambulance, just because I have lights does not mean I get right away. It does not mean that. It means I'm asking for the right away. All right, here we go. Oh, side of the motorcyclist. We crash into the side of them. Not good. Those people on the bike, the motorcycle coming out into the road, absolutely at fault. Should have stopped, looked, and then went when it's clear. Oh. The truck's fault. The kid's just riding on the sidewalk.
These kids are more important than you getting into the driveway faster than you. You gotta be careful though. Come on.
Yeah. People get so defensive.
I don't even think I'll ever see you guys again. So
no accountability. No accountability whatsoever.
Don't worry about it. I'm not. Trust me, I'm not.
Yeah. Handled it well. Oh, you don't have to say that kind of stuff. I was just about to say you did well. It's like, you understand you're never going to see this person again. You can just kind of move on. Look at those gas prices. You saw that? Go ahead and rewind it. See those gas prices. Oh my gosh. Watch out for the bag. Watch out for the bag. Nice little slow speed one-handed handled it. Oh. We're going to pull over. Very nice. Very nice. Throw it in the trash can. Honestly, those recyclable things, it's all a scam. They all go into the trash.
Completely didn't expect the dangerously wet road, especially on a curve.
All right, so left sharp turn. Okay, nice and easy, nice and chill. What's that on the ground? Why does it look different? You see how the ground is a little bit different color? It's a little bit darker. Now, I don't know if there's no snow around. I don't know if it's water. But maybe we just failed to negotiate. Who knows? Oh, okay, guys, don't do the wheelies. Don't do this. That's why. All right, moving on. You guys know not to do that, and if you do, you're high risk to crash. All right, so we have a nice parking lot, just nice and chill. They're coming into our lane. Let's go ahead and move over to the other side and then move back. That's the whole thing about locating and then positioning. And we have another dum-dum doing this stuff. I can't back up. You back up. I can't back. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and there you go. Nice little slow speed tight turn from a stop. That is a skill that we do in this riding smart book and the smart rider drills. Go ahead and grab the smart rider drills. We're over here practicing our high speed maneuvers. on a track and things happen. Practice for slow speed maneuvers, cone drills, lots of fun. 24 of them in there. It's part of the system. All right, there we go. All right, Eduardo, nice space cushion, handling it. Okay, that lane's moving quicker. We're probably gonna want to switch lanes, right? Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, there you go. Emergency accelerate out. Get out of there. This guy's acting like an idiot. We're going pretty fast. One second. You see the sign there? I want to point that out. Look at the sign.
This bike admitted.
Look at that sign. So look how fast we're going. We're going a little nutty. We have some squiggles coming up. Means we're probably, and there's a little square, and it's probably saying recommended something speed, and we're not doing that.
Making quite a big
Let's take a look. We have a
sharp
turn coming up ahead. There's the chevrons indicating it's, no. There's another sharp turn coming up ahead. There's chevrons indicating, and we low-sided and crashed into the side of the mountain. That's going to be a lot of pain. Okay, he's got full gear. He's got leathers. He's just got a shirt on top. Really pushing it. Really pushing it. There's the low side. Ooh, back and neck and head hitting the rocks. And he's not feeling good. He is not feeling good. Buddies are right there. Pretty interesting how... I wonder if we were doing all that to get some really cool footage and they were just sitting there with cameras. You know what I mean? All right, close call. Scottish Zoomer. Is that a dog? You guys saw that dog? All right. Oh, side of the pedestrian. A little scary. You see how you couldn't see it? Nighttime hazards. Be very careful with that. Be a little cautious. Same thing, nighttime hazard here. What does the road look like? Pretty crappy. We have a lot of light here. That person did a crazy sharp turn. Maybe a little drunk. After almost colliding with curb at 30 miles per hour, it turns out he's on his phone. Yeah. Distracted driving or drunk or diabetic episode. Having a medical episode. There could be a bunch of different reasons why somebody could be doing this. Now we find out it's the phone. Maybe he's calling 911 because he's having a diabetic episode. Maybe you should pull over first. Yeah, it is what it is. Just kind of move on. Let them hit the curbs. Let them do their thing. Hopefully they don't hit you. But at the same time, I get it. People want to police this so they don't harm anyone else. As sad as it sounds, it's not your responsibility. You don't have to take that responsibility on. You really don't, because there's not much you're going to be able to do. You're not going to have the influence. I mean, even with a loved one close to you, unless they want to change, they're not going to change. And as much as you push and as much as you try, as much as you guide, as much as you try to influence, if they're unwilling to change, they're not going to change. They have to want to change for themselves. And good luck trying to convince a driver like this or the driver on the phone, hey, I think you need to change. Because right here, this is absolutely ridiculous. At this point, you apply the brakes, let them in, let the idiot just pass everyone. They want to speed anyways. You can emergency accelerate. You can't swerve left. So apply the brakes would be a simple one. All right, here we go. Side of the vehicle. Are they going to come out? Yes, they are. So emergency accelerate, emergency swerve, emergency brake. What do? We just did a nice little swerve. Handled it pretty well. Moving on. Not a big deal. Okay, it's going to turn green. Are we in the left turn lane? Yep. Oh, green arrow for us. They decided to go at the same time. Let them in. Let them in. Just let them in. If you want to get their license plate, and if they say, if there's like a thing that says, hey, how am I driving? Call it in. You got it on video. Okay. All right, we're all sharing lanes here. Oh, please don't crash with that. With nothing on. Oh, all merging areas. Are they going to come into our lane? Yep. So apply the brakes. You don't need to fight for it. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. You see how you didn't win anyways and you wanted to turn right? Just kind of let them in, go back, and then make your right-hand turn. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Speeding truck gets instant karma. Uh-oh. Instant karma. What do we got here? Okay, so they moved over. It was an open lane pattern. They switched over into the open lane. Okay. Where is this at? You saw the 1060? 1065? Oh, we got pulled over by undercover. I love that. All right. So position for safety. I want to pause this real quick. Look at this. When we talk about the plan method, position for safety, a lot of people ask me, no, actually nobody really asks me. They just kind of understand because I teach so well. What does position for safety actually mean? Because I talk about it, right? We locate hazards, simple, right? Intersections, corners, you know, side of the vehicle, open lane pattern, assess relevant threats. Are they actually like gonna come out? Are they starting to? And then active ones, they're in our path. But what is position for safety? So when you're riding in traffic, you want to start off and put yourself in a position for safety. And then you rotate the other things, LAN. But you're always trying to make sure you're in a position for safety. So if I'm riding in traffic, this is a great position for safety right here. Now, why? I'm looking for a good line of sight, a good space cushion, and at least one escape path. I really want two, but I will take one, okay? So right here, we're off to the side a little bit, okay? You can be off to the side over here also. Now, why would you be off to the sides following vehicles? Because look at the line of sight you have. See that line of sight? You can see cars ahead of this car in front of you. If we're over here on this side, we could do the same thing, right? Now, why would I want to be on the right side, though, versus this side on the left? Because there's the other option. Where's my escape path? I want at minimum one, but I want two. So the one that I would have in either one of these spots is if they slam the brakes, right, and I don't see it ahead of time, I can just lane split. I don't see it ahead of time, I can hopefully lane split between the curb and the car, right? Boom, I got my escape. Now, if I'm over here, I can lane split or I can swerve. So I got two. And when I said I want a space cushion, this is your space cushion between you and the vehicle, right? That's going to be hopefully enough to progressively brake. But if you are just going straight and you're braking because they're slamming the brakes and you're trying your best to progressively brake, but it's not enough, and you're in a lane filtering position, if you're like right here, right? And you're braking, it's not enough. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? It's not enough. Oh, I'm just kind of lane filtering, and then I slow down and stop. I stopped after the vehicle, but I have room. If I was right behind the vehicle and I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to stop. You see what I mean? So putting yourself in a position for safety in the first place will set you up for success versus I hope I have enough skill and I hope everything works out. I like being off to the sides where I have a good line of sight. My space cushion is way up here if I needed it. And here on this right side, I can swerve right. Now, if the curb was over here and this was open, then I'd be over here on this side. So it's a constant adjustment. And that's for riding in traffic. All right.
Wait long for
I talk about that in the book.
splitting at such speed and lack of
Talk about that in the book.
communication.
Oh, line of sight issue, kind of speeding a little bit, left leg injury. I have the rescue booklet right here, so make sure you guys check it out. It's part of the system. Oh, that doesn't look good. Hopefully it hit the back of the vehicle, like the back tire versus his leg. Because if it smashes his leg, there's a good chance of compartment syndrome, some actual nerve damage, and a few other things, maybe a loss of that leg. So good job moving over. Ensure your own safety. He is standing. That is good. That is good that he's standing. That means he has structural stability in that leg. All right, here we go. So we don't want to be... Oh, we got a warthog. Is that Simone or Pumbaa? It's Pumbaa, right? Yeah. All right, car cuts me off without looking. Okay, they moved out into multiple lanes. They want to get in the possible left lane to make a left. Good job with applying the brakes. Nice little Honda Rebel. Love it. You might want to turn off your indicator. You did. Good job moving on, going straight. You were probably going to go left. Not a big deal. Now you can take the next one. Car pulls out in front of us, but unfortunately stopped in time. Okay. What do we got here? Yeah, pulls out in front of us. Let's see. There it is. Side of the vehicle. Intersection. They kind of pulled out. Not a big deal. They stopped. You're moving on. Talking to each other in your cardos. Okay. Yeah. Nice little wheelie time. Hopefully we don't crash and loop it. Because if we... Oh, what the... Hey, that's fine. They can pass you. You get mad. You pass people all the time on double yellows probably. All right, we're stuck in traffic. I've done this a few times. Stuck in traffic, I get off the bike. But cops don't like it. They want you to stay on your vehicle. But it gets tiring sitting, straddling the bike, just kind of sitting there. I put the side stand down, I sit on it, and I just keep my feet on the peg so I don't have to hold the bike up.
That guy over for doing that.
Oh, and the guy he passed on the shoulder.
That guy for doing that. Oh, are they coming at me? I'm fine.
Stop back on your bike.
What's up?
Stop back on your bike. You can't walk.
This isn't walk.
No, you're a pedestrian on the highway now. can't be on
So
the...
you have to at least sit on your bike.
Oh, not that crash,
Yeah.
man. Hey, can you tell me what's going on at least?
What's that?
What's going on up there? Some type of car crash?
Construction. But then we also have a disabled tractor trailer left lane.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Would you guys?
You're
tell me
technically a
if I did-
pedestrian on the highway.
I just went through and skipped all this. Like, would you be mad if I did
That's
that?
my supervisor right
That's my
there.
supervisor there.
Oh.
You definitely can't do that. Yeah. You gotta
Okay.
stop traffic.
Alrighty. Can I stand? Can I stand on it?
Just stand near it. Alright.
Then I gotta start looking for stuff
No,
now.
I'm not gonna look for it. I hit a motorcycle before. Look,
You start looking for stuff now.
6?
Yep.
Cops are chill.
That's all the questions I'm gonna answer though.
Alright, have a good night.
Cops are chill.
Phew.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Cops are chill, but yeah, technically you're a pedestrian on the interstate, so I guess you're not supposed to be doing that. But with that said, guys, check out the Smart Rider motorcycle training system. Just check it out. See if that's something that you can help you out with when it comes to learning how to ride a motorcycle on your own, not knowing what to do, but I show you what to do. And then the Smart Rider drills, rescue booklet, rescue card, how to buy a motorcycle, PDF, all these things comes in that bundle. But I'm going to be getting off, and I'll see you guys on the next live stream. And please ride safe.